Hi, I'm Kate Olguin, lead designer on The Walking Dead Betrayal. Today, I'll be giving you an overview of how to play the game so you'll be prepared to fight walkers and your friends. In The Walking Dead Betrayal, you'll be part of a group of survivors racing against the clock to repair the objective and make your escape. You only have 30 minutes before you're overrun by an oncoming walker herd, and walkers aren't the only threat out there. There are incognito traitors in the group who are trying to sabotage and prevent the escape at any cost. In a full 8-player game, there will be 6 survivors working to repair the objective and escape, and 2 traitors trying to stop them. When a match starts, you'll be assigned a role, and maybe one of those traitors will be you. Make sure to keep your role a secret from other players. If you're a survivor, you'll also be assigned a secondary role, such as tailor or bodyguard. Each role has an additional ability that you can use to help your team, or just help yourself. But be careful, some of these abilities can look suspicious and might make other people think you're the traitor. Some matches have a neutral role called the Bereaved. The Bereaved must poison every living player in the match so that they can pick a new role. The Bereaved is a threat to survivors and traitors alike, so be wary of them. You can view your role in the upper right corner of the screen, or view it in more detail at the table within the Safe Zone Church. In the upper left corner of the screen, you'll see your health meter. As long as your health is above the red line, you'll be able to fend off bites from walkers, though you'll still take damage from their attacks. If your health is below the red line, walkers can bite and infect you. If you're infected, a timer will appear above your head, counting down to the moment you become a walker. Underneath the health meter is your food meter. You'll need to eat to keep your energy levels up. If your food meter is depleted, you'll begin to starve, and your health meter will steadily drain. You can sate your hunger with the berries and mushrooms found across the map, and there are even a few berry bushes in the safe zone. Eating berries and mushrooms raw will help in a pinch, but cooking them first at the stove in the church will provide a much larger benefit, so you should really try and cook whenever possible. In the bottom left of your screen is your inventory. You have 5 inventory slots that can be used for weapons, food, or supplies. Space is very limited, so you'll need to prioritize the items that will be most helpful to your strategy. There is an additional inventory slot for a radio, which can be used to communicate at long distances. In the upper right corner of the screen, you'll see the survivor objective. The survivors will need to gather the indicated resources to repair the cart before they can make their escape. In the middle of the screen is your mini-map, which helps you understand which quadrant of the map you're on. There are also coordinates underneath to help you give your precise location to your teammates. You'll start each match in the church within the safe zone, which houses the stove for cooking food, the weapons crafting table for crafting weapons, and the item crafting table for crafting resources, traps, and radios. The red mailboxes in the game are dead drops. Players can use them to vote and share items from across the map, and they also include a special inventory for traitors. If you suspect someone is the traitor, you can vote at a dead drop to have them exiled from the safe zone. This will bar them from the safe zone unless someone lets them in. It will also prevent them from sabotaging the objective. If you place an item in one dead drop, it will be accessible from any other dead drop on the map. Traitors have an extra section that contains additional items to assist their nefarious plans. The last element of the church is the storage box. If you have items that you want to share with the rest of the team, you can put them in here. Once you head out of the church, you'll want to head to the survivor objective building. There are several spears outside of it, so you'll want to pick one up before you leave the safe zone. Spears are great starter weapons and make fighting walkers much easier until you can find or craft better weapons. Inside, on the right side of the building, you'll see the cart that's in need of repair. This is where you're going to place the supplies to complete your first objective. On the left side is the main map. There is lots of important information on this map, so let's take a closer look. The areas marked in blue contain combat and communication supplies. It's a good idea to seek these out first, so you can be better prepared to take on large groups of walkers. The areas marked in red contain repair resources. Repair resources are the resources needed to repair the cart and complete your first objective. Wheels are a repair resource that cannot be crafted and must be found outside of the safe zone. These have their own special icon on the map. Check the edges of the map for the escape. This is where you'll go to complete the escape after repairing the cart. Walkers are attracted to noise, so you'll need to be mindful about how loud you're being. You can see a yellow indicator of the source of an active noise, so keep an eye out. If you're playing as a traitor, you get access to a few extra abilities. Traitors start the game with a red radio, allowing them to communicate with the other traitors secretly and over long distances. Traitors can also use the sewer system, allowing them to quickly traverse the map. Traitors also get a special section in dead drops. This section is filled with useful supplies for sabotage. Traitors can also make skin suits using a walker pile. Skin suits allow players to blend in with other walkers for a limited amount of time, and they're great for accessing buildings that are overrun by walkers or for sneaking up on unsuspecting survivors. There are tons of creative possibilities for how traitors can betray the team. They can jam the gates to let walkers into the safe zone, steal items from the objective, set traps, poison food in crates, unleash walkers in blocked off areas, set off noisy alarms, and more. If your character dies in the game, death doesn't need to be the end. You can keep on playing as a walker and try and seek revenge on those who wronged you. When spectating, you can use the right and left click buttons to immediately find other players, or fly around the map with the free cam to find a herd of walkers to influence. Once you've spotted a walker you'd like to control, you can use the E button to take control of it. In the world of The Walking Dead, a single walker isn't a great threat, but you can use noise to amass a large herd to lead around the map for a better chance at trapping the remaining players in the game. If you find that there are no nearby players, you can always leave your current walker and find a new one to control. Now you should have all the information you need to survive in a game of The Walking Dead Betrayal. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you in game.